Right. Right.
Right.
Have you
right.
ever had a Krispy
Was it
Kreme?
crispy?
Not to get serious, but like there were body bags on the street, like when I was on my way to work.
Do you want to play a game?
Welcome back to another fabulous episode of Baby Talk. I am your hostess with the mostest, like I'm supposed to. Baby Boy, and this is a podcast where I invite my super sickening besties to sit down, kiki with me, and showcase their very unique talents. And today, we have a girl that does it all, honey. Hair, makeup, styling. You've heard her on the decks. You've heard her on the mic. She is a leader and an activist in our community. Please show some love for my sister, Coy.
Why did I want that theme song to go on longer? I need the full track.
This one's the extended version coming out.
Right.
Are you going to do the remix?
Oh,
Are we going to work it out on the remix?
Thank you for having me.
Of course, sister. How is she?
She's good. She's good. I just got health insurance today.
Oh, bitch, period.
So we getting care this
Okay,
year.
word.
Okay, 2025 is new.
Yes, I know you were just telling me about that. I know you just said you joined Ham, and I did too. It's like the first time I've joined Ham.
It's crazy that they have stuff like that here in Austin. Like Houston.
Yeah, you know, I was actually so funny because I was gonna ask you more about that. So, okay, well, to begin with, for those who don't know who Ham is, I don't even know what the fuck it stands for.
The Health Alliance of Austin Musicians.
Okay, but now you did your research.
Okay,
now
it
you
did.
Bitch,
It
is
did.
this sponsored? Are they paying you?
Might as well.
You're like, free transition, free transition. Please, free search.
Right, free FFS. Meow.
Yes. If you are a musician in Austin, you get free, it's not health coverage through them, but they cover the cost of it. So
Right.
I guess you sign up through the health marketplace, whatever, separately, and then they cover the cost. And you were just telling me that there's also like, what is it?
So, well, there's lots of benefits like being part of the membership, but they don't have anything like that in Houston. I don't think. I haven't seen anything like that.
I've been loving it so far because it's so stupid cheap. Like,
Right.
I think it's like $10 to see your primary, 30 something.
Yeah,
for
they're
specialty.
covering 50% of all my stuff.
Bitch, they gave me $200
Right.
worth of gift cards to HEB.
See, and that's
I'm
the
like,
things
we're
we
eating
need.
on a ham tonight, honey.
Okay, ham and eggs.
Ham. I'm screaming. But I love that. And you were saying that there's like they provide trans care.
Yeah, so they have like insurance networks that like cover trans care, like procedures and HRT and stuff like that, and like you basically just pay a little bit of your copay, and then they're covering like 50% of everything for me. So they have like mental health resources, dental, vision, like all of that, which is it's like things like that is what like really takes a chunk out of your pocket. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like unexpected, like your glasses break. You know what I mean, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know. So that shit is beautiful, you know?
I know, that is beautiful. I know, I'm so gagged. And then they also provide, like, not to keep going on and on and on.
Right. Because then we'll need a check.
Right. But they provide the little, the
earplugs.
The custom earplugs for DJs and
How
stuff.
is your hearing?
I'm like, what? Bitch, I just hear a slight ringing in the back of my ear at all times, but besides that.
Right. I'm like, is the booth on?
I
Turn
know.
the booth up.
For real, the shit's all the way clips.
Right.
But it's super dope. And the reason why I was thinking I was going to ask you about that anyways, one, because we're both newly on it, but how do you feel about, because okay, and we're going to get into this a bit.
Yes.
So I know that you're from Pearland, right?
Yes.
From Pearland, I was doing my research.
Yeah,
I went through your Instagram, your Instagram highlight of your story.
Oh, yes.
I know you're from Pearland. I know that you moved to Houston.
Yes. So I was in Pearland. Well, technically I was in Pearland, and then I moved to Louisiana, and then moved back to Pearland, and then moved to New York. and then moved to Houston.
Right. I didn't know about Louisiana. What were you
Yeah,
in?
I was in like 3rd grade, 4th grade.
Okay, just
So
how long were
I
you
was
in Louisiana
younger,
for?
like 2 years.
Oh, that's what's
You
up.
know, and it was
What like city, I guess?
New Iberia, which is like
Oh,
right next to
okay.
Lafayette. It's right next to the Tabasco plant for all you hot
Oh,
sauce lovers.
period.
That's where my mom's from. So,
Okay, word.
you know, got Cajun in the bloodline.
Okay,
You
Creole.
know, that's why I could cook.
Oh, okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah, that's where that's from. That's where that's from.
You moved to Houston and then you saved up money. The
Yes.
doll was going through it.
Literally.
Of what I saw, the doll was.
Jeez. I like think back to that time in my life, and like literally, it was nothing but like faith that brought me through.
Yeah.
You know, and like I don't know if you were like raised religious or anything like that.
For sure.
But I feel like as a queer person, it's hard to like look to faith for like kind of like consistent hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because of what people are taught in church, but faith, like Christianity and like being raised Christian really gave me like a huge like, I guess like head start in like believing what you can't see. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
And
sure.
like kind of like having faith in general, you know, in yourself, like in the universe and like in your path and stuff like that. So yeah, in that moment in my life, I was like, goddamn, like I don't know. I didn't even know, like I didn't have a car. I didn't, you know, like my mom was putting me out. Like I didn't know where I was gonna go. So I went to stay with a friend in New York for like 3 weeks on their sofa, got a job. We moved into a new apartment, and like that was kind of where I started to like really find myself, even in my transness, you know, being in Brooklyn, surrounded by the dolls,
for
like
sure.
in Cafe Azuli, like going to
There
all
might
of the
be no better place than.
right, right, and,
Yeah.
shit, and I might, you know, what, never mind.
Well, yeah, I wanted to ask you. Okay,
Right.
so the reason why you left New York, I think, is because of the pandemic,
Yeah, the
right?
pandemic.
Girl, what a time! What a time!
Oh Lord, Central Park was a hospital when I
I
left.
know,
There was a curfew.
That's wild.
Like imagine being in New York and like the subways are empty.
Yeah.
Like post-apocalyptic.
Oh,
Like it
not
was scary.
post-apocalyptic.
It was scary, you know, and like just even like not to get serious,
The
but
buzzballs
like
are crazy, by the way.
right. The buzz ball is buzzing.
It's buzzing.
But not to get serious, but like there were body bags on the street. Like when I
Yeah.
was on my way to work, you know what I mean? Like, and
That's
like
really wild.
even just looking out my window, like you'll see like a long trash bag on the side of the road. And they're just like, you know, older people who live alone, like dying in their apartments, like, you know, dying alone. Like you couldn't even go see anybody in the house. It was weird.
Yeah.
But made it back here, well, to Houston.
Yeah.
And
to
then
Houston.
started doing crazy shit there,
Yeah.
you know?
That's wild. I feel like New York is already so tough of a place
Yeah.
to live in. I've thought about, I mean, because people ask all the time, are you going to stay in Texas or are you going to move to California,
Right.
New York? I don't think I'm a New York girl. Like, I don't feel
Right.
like I have the chops. It just seems like you just have to wake up and struggle every day. And I
Yeah.
guess it does, like, sort of, you know, help you to create strength, I guess, or find new things about yourself.
You know, you really become like a little bit more independent, even though, you know,
Yeah.
like you may already feel independent, but it's like more of like a hustle, like
Yeah,
a
for sure.
grind, you know,
Do you think that if the pandemic didn't happen, you'd still be in New York?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, things happen for a reason, you know. And
Do you
like,
think there's a return at some point?
yes.
Yeah, okay, period.
For sure. Even if it's just to like go out for gigs. But I would live there again.
Yeah.
I like so many people on my Instagram I see every day like subletting those apartments.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm like, we could really just pop out for a month.
Honestly,
you know?
like, girl, let me know. Like,
Right.
we could split a sublet for
Koi
like,
and Baby take New York.
yeah.
That
Oh my
is
God, that would be fun.
cute. I would do that for real.
I would actually also.
We'll talk about it after this.
Okay. Right. I'm unemployed, bitch, so it's not like I got shit to fucking do.
You're unemployed friend on a Tuesday.
Literally, quite literally.
But yeah, there's so much opportunity for queer people there. And like just walking down the street like cunt and not feeling like a sore thumb is such a
Yeah.
rare feeling, you know?
Uh-huh.
Especially here, like you don't really don't like here if you're walking down the street, like you're gonna get looks. Like people probably won't say nothing to you, you know,
Yeah.
because hoes is fake, you
Yeah,
know,
for
but
sure.
I think like it's one of those things where you really take like that kind of liberty for granted when it's there, you know, and then you move somewhere else like Texas, you know, where like there's so much legislation against like trans bodies and queer people and
Yeah.
queer performers, you know, even like they want it to where we can't even like go and perform in a park, you know, on like a Sunday afternoon,
Right.
you know what I mean, and daytime geesh, you know, without us like them trying to ticket us or, you know, stop us in some kind of way, which is a crazy time to be in right now as a queer person, right?
Yeah.
Like in Texas. Shit is crazy out here, you know?
It's really wild.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where like we just unionize, we just get together. It honestly makes us closer. So like
I agree. Like, even with anything that is said or done, like, I feel like I have faith in our community that we're still going to like work it out. You know, like
right.
it's not stopping shit. Like,
It's not stopping shit. Y'all are wasting all time, and energy,
Y'all
and
wasting a
resource
lot
and
of
money.
money.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We still out here being cunt.
Right.
And you know what's crazy? Like all of it under the rouge to like protect children.
Right.
You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
distraction.
Yeah, because
Not to get into politics.
right. You know what I mean?
I don't want to get too far into.
You know, I'll take it there.
Yeah. but it is important to talk
yeah,
about.
and like queer kids are gonna be queer whether you hide them from
Like
queer
it or
people
not,
or not.
yeah.
You know, my family tried to do the same thing to me, like put me into all of the boy stuff, like sports and, you know, liking blue and like, you know, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck else they try to do, you know, program you as a child. Like, regardless of all of that, like, look at me,
Right.
you know. So I think it speaks to like the resilience of queer people in general. You know,
Yeah.
we won't be stopped
At all.
And honestly, like like things like what you do, like, you know, just organizing and stuff like that. It's more important now than ever.
Yeah. Completely. Okay, so you moved from New York back to Houston.
Yes.
When you moved to Houston is when you started, I guess, promoting or producing shows, right?
And like organizing and stuff like that.
Organizing.
Mhm.
You meet the Paradise Palace girls.
Yes. So Morgan, shout out to Morgan. Morgan hit me up, you know, the Coconut Club folk were opening a club in Houston, Paradise Palace. R.I.P. We love Paradise
yeah.
Palace.
It was cute. It was
so
spot.
cute. And that was such like a flag in the ground for like queer non-conforming people, you know?
Yeah.
Even for Austin people in Houston, like having like a central place to, you know, perform and like, you know, come out and like whatever.
Yeah.
So I started doing that. Morgan hit me up to do a queer night there, and Hyperpop Palace was born, you know.
And that is you. That was IDK Ryan. That was the Margie King, Jupiter,
DJ
Bebote,
Bebote, Hustle Cry. Who are, you know, if you look them up in Houston, they're still doing crazy shit to this day, you know. And even then, before that, my first event that I ever organized was Playing Dirty with Melly. Shout out to Melly and Kay. It was us three. It was like over 40 people, artists, organizations. It was like a 10-hour thing. Like it was all of those people that you named, and like, you know, even more like that you could think of. Like, let me just like Hyperfam, you know, Postmodern Sleaze, like Double Dutch, you know, the like what are they called? Gen Z Girl Gang, which is like a huge like organization for women and femmes, and like they spread resource to girls, and that was like in the wake of Roe v. Wade being overturned, and like women being under attack and femmes being under attack, and it was just such a big day for all of us that like do work and that we know now. It was all of us in one place before like anybody really like started to get huge, you know. So that like being like an apex and like like an apex event in my life, like where I wasn't doing, like I was houseless at that time when I organized that, you know? So like that centralizing queer people still being like in my focus and like still being something that like, regardless of my living and my well-being and stuff like that, like wanting to, and with other queer people, like wanting to bring that message forward, like, hey, like, no matter how much you try to hold us back, like no matter how much resource you try to take from us, like we're still gonna get. And it was at a church, like it was such like a spiritual day. Like
and
there
that
were
event
workshops.
So that event was it was like a political event, I guess, right?
Yeah, it
to
was
get
like
people to vote, or
it was like we were registering people to vote.
Okay, got you.
We were giving people Plan C. We were giving people like resource to find Plan C and find you know abortion care. And doing workshops on like meditation and breath work, and you know there were art installations by like you know some of my favorite artists like Flor and you know Tori, and there was just so many people and so many of my friends that were involved. Like it's just I was building a CV recently, and I was just recounting like all of that, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just such a moment in time where like it was putting that faith to use, you know. Like I didn't know where I was gonna get my next meal, and you know, like community. That's when community really started to rally behind me, and like that's where I found my power, you know.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I was talking with Amarji on the first episode about this a bit, but Houston has such a very heavy, deep queer community. Like,
Right.
like the numbers are just there. So like when there's a queer event, the girls show out.
Up. Mm-hmm.
But it's wild to think that even like prior to 2000, what was that, 22?
Yeah, that was 2022.
Prior to 2022, there was no like centralized queer thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there were people doing things,
but it was like the pandemic had like shut things down.
That is true,
you
yeah.
know, and so people just stopped.
it just been years, yeah.
Yeah, so like it was just kind of like the coming home.
Yeah.
For everybody, it was like kind of playing dirty. It was that event on you know Black Friday in August at a church.
Yeah.
For 10 hours. I remember how fucking hot it was. You know, we had people setting up, volunteers, like performers, 3 stages all day. Like it was crazy. It was crazy to organize. It was crazy to be a part of. But like seeing where I am now and that being the thing that brought me here is like I get emotional thinking about it.
Yeah.
I have chills. For real. It was one of those things where I feel like had the pandemic never happened, I probably would have done that.
Yeah, I think about that too. Like the pandemic was terrible. Yes.
Right.
I went through so many evolutions through the pandemic, and I think everyone in the world did.
Right.
I discovered things about myself, about my creativity, about like me expressing my femininity.
Right.
I had time to work on my music, on my visuals. I did a couple of music videos. And I feel like if the pandemic didn't happen, maybe I would not have got there.
Yeah.
So it is kind of like interesting to think like what that time did for everyone.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you went into it a certain person and came out of it a different person, or how do you
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for
sure. You know, like it was like a pressure cooker for artists because you feel so. I know at the beginning I felt like you can't move, you can't go anywhere, you can't see people, you can't, you know, like let's throw ourselves into our craft.
Yeah.
You know, and it's also like I feel like that's like some of the most beautiful things are born from pain and loss. And, you know, stuff like that. So it was just another testament to like human resilience and queer resilience. I know a lot of people who were cooking during that time.
Right.
Don't go look at my TikTok.
Okay.
Because I was doing way too much during the pandemic.
Yeah, completely. And then, okay, so the pandemic happens. You meet Paradise Palace, or maybe y'all knew each other, but y'all formed Paradise Palace. How long did that run? Like a year or so?
It was like a year. We were there doing Hyperpop Palace. And yeah, it was such a crazy year. Like being there every week. Showing up, being like a flag in the ground for queer people and like non-conforming, because you know Houston has a gayborhood, but it's very gay men focused.
Yeah,
you know, there's no space for really like
alternative queer.
You know, exactly. Or there was. Now it's better. You know, but thanks to the work that we did to create visibility, you know, within those spaces, like now places in the gayborhood are calling us. You know.
Yeah.
So it was really one of those things where you show people the potential of non-conformity and like how beautiful that can be and how safe it can feel, because shit, even in the neighborhood, like shit was not safe. It didn't feel like that, you know. It didn't feel like I could wear something like this and like not somebody not grope me or shit like that, you know. It wasn't like that, but I feel like we move closer to those things like every day.
Yeah, completely.
You know? So we were there for a year. Then I don't even remember what happened after that. It was such a fever dream.
Yeah. Well, I know that's around the time when I met you. I think I must have saw a clip from one of y'all's parties on TikTok. I think TikTok or Instagram Reels, but I have a feeling it was TikTok.
Yeah, it was probably TikTok.
At the time, I was helping to produce a South by Southwest showcase with House of Lepore that I was like really heavily involved in.
Yes, and that's where we met. We met at Paradise.
After that, I think I met you at Paradise. I had never gone to Paradise before South by Southwest.
Okay, so we met at South by Southwest.
I'm pretty sure.
With Cookie Kawaii.
Because I met all of y'all at the same time.
Okay, well, yeah, it was definitely there.
Yeah, I remember being not nervous, but I was like, okay, well, here's the reason why I wanted to book y'all. One is because, so it was a showcase at Cheer Up Charlie's. There was an outdoor stage and an indoor stage. And I knew on the outdoor stage we were going to have a ball and we were going to have the music showcase.
Right.
On the indoor stage, I wanted there to be some sort of queer party. And I
Right.
was looking at different queer parties in Austin, but I was like, we need a black queer party. You know, like we need to like have the energy of like ballroom and like what the vibe is for the whole night, like translate throughout the building so that everyone who's coming here, like, this is what it is tonight.
Right.
Like, you
exactly.
know? And I feel like Austin doesn't really have that.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I saw like all of the energy that y'all had and like all of the looks y'all were pulling and the content. So kind. Yeah. And I was like, oh no, they need to be here. And then I met you, Jupiter, all of y'all the same night. And I was like, oh my God, these girls are kind.
Right.
I was like, okay, I feel like my family is here.
Yes. Yeah. It was definitely that. I remember that night like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, or at least I can't speak for all of the girls, but I'd never felt celebrated in that kind of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like to be, and here in Austin, you kind of get used to it, but to be like the black person on stage in front of like a white crowd,
Yeah.
I think can have a certain energy. But that night, like I never seen white people act like that.
See, okay, so that's the thing, because I feel like even with ballroom in Austin sometimes, or how we used to produce events, is that sometimes it looks almost like the black and brown people are putting on a show for white people. Like it's very like audience, like like they're coming to like watch us put on a show, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
And it's not a comfy, I mean, it's a check, I guess, but it's not a comfortable check, you know? Like it doesn't feel always correct.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're performing for who you represent.
Exactly.
Which can be really important, especially in ballroom. You know?
You want your audience to reflect yourself, you
and
know?
resonate with you, you know, and what you're giving. Like we were playing like all kind of like Jersey Club, ballroom, like Baltimore Club. Like we were playing a lot of like black music, you know, even though like, you know, most music comes from like black origins.
Yeah.
But we were playing like, you know, it was blackity black that day, you know? And it was one of those things where it's like, we were more comfortable on stage doing our thing that we do in Houston, that we did in Houston at that time. We were more comfortable being together and like feeling that like it was our first South by Southwest, you know? And like, it was my first time going, and being booked for it, it's like a different experience than like going to witness the festival and things like that. So to be celebrated like that, the check clears, you know what I mean? And we create memories together as queer people, regardless of who's in the crowd. We create memories together, bonding in those experiences. Even if it doesn't feel good, we can bond over the fact that like these people don't know what to do with themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I feel like, I mean, I guess going off of what we're saying about that sort of looking from the outside, that almost feels like
invasive.
Exploitative.
Or like exploitative.
And that's what, I mean, talking about South by Southwest in general.
Yeah,
kind of
right.
gives
I'm like, now clock that tea.
Right.
Right.
And we did get paid that night, but it's because of Cheer Up Charlie's, truly.
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like that's a whole different. Austin can be, I mean, Austin is such a tech hub now.
Yeah.
And it's become so like corporate centered.
Right.
You have Elon Musk moving here.
You
So
know.
like everything is becoming a very like company-esque, corporate
it's
enterprise.
very influencer, like capitalistic, you know, that kind of stuff. But
so it's an interesting vibe, I guess. Like, I don't know. I feel like as these big corporations move in here, we're getting like different types of people who are coming and observing, and maybe that, I don't know. I don't think that influences what we do. Yeah. But it is becoming like people are looking at us.
Yeah, it changes the mood.
It changes the mood
things.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to kind of be more careful about like what you're doing, who you're doing it for, why you're doing it. And
definitely.
Like, there's a constant, like, at least I find for myself, like recentering, like, I'm not doing this to put on a show for you bitches.
Right.
Y'all could do whatever the fuck y'all want to do.
Right.
If y'all want to be here, cool, be respectful. But I'm doing this for my folks and that's what this is going to be tonight, you know?
Right. And like I feel like Austin doesn't have like a lot of people like curating nights with black and brown folk in mind. And that's something that you do a lot here. Like I know a lot of black bitches here who would not be on as many stages if it was not for you. You know,
sister.
including me. I'm serious. So I'm glad that I get to like be on your platform and tell you like thank you.
Of course.
You know,
well,
like-
I mean, it's quite literally the very least I could do.
Right.
Like the
Right.
least I could fucking do is give my friends and my sisters this space that is required and needed, you know?
And like without that kind of like support or without that kind like you believing in me, you know, and like in anybody that you like book or like that you have in mind whenever you curate a show, like you create like sustainable resource for people. You create like moments where they can believe in themselves.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know like about other people, but whenever I first got here, there was like a lot of like entities and like powers that be that like shut me out, like demonized me, like made me feel like I was
Yeah,
doing something wrong,
uncomfortable,
or
yeah.
like, you know, a lot of things like that in multiple industries that I was working in when I got here.
Yeah.
You know, from like venues and like, you know, like I was working in beauty when I got here, and like they like all shut me out. Like it was weird. It was a very weird thing, and it made me go crazy.
It's a weird energy, yeah. Especially coming from Houston to Austin, which are
Right.
so different.
Yeah.
And I feel like every city that you go to, even going to San Antonio, that's its own different world,
Right.
you know? And then moving, like going to New York, to going to LA, or going to Louisiana, like every major city has its own very distinct feeling to it,
Right.
and like community, population that have some sort of like intricacies of like how people talk to each other,
Right, like social dynamic.
Yeah,
and-
social dynamics.
like all of that.
So what was it that made you move from Houston to Austin?
If I'm honest, like, so
You've been here for a year now?
right, I've been here for a year and a half
Okay.
now. I remember whenever I started thinking about moving here, which was like whenever I started getting calls to like come out here and perform and like do my thing here, and like, you know, like organizing and doing all of that. But like for Hyperpop Palace here, I found that the demand was higher here for like
Yeah.
those kind of spaces. Houston just wasn't on that yet. Like, you know, if you look now, you see like Black queer people represented in any space in Houston. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
yeah.
To like these like straight men playing like a ballroom track. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
like, you know, they want to like they want to be part of that fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
having that be the basis there, like people weren't into that, and having so many trans people here in Austin, I was like, it's a no-brainer. Like most of my money from performing is coming from Austin. Most of like the calls that I get to like represent come from Austin, which to me was like a little disheartening because of all the work that I had put in Houston. But it was the kind of move that I had to make for myself, you know, so that I could continue to like, you know, provide for the people that I care about and like put those people on, you know.
Yeah.
Like you can't pour from an empty cup. So this was me like filling up my cup.
100%. Do you feel like you prefer Houston to Austin or Austin to Houston, or is it, how do you feel about that?
The money is so much better here. Like
You think so?
people,
Okay.
yeah, people don't in Houston. There's still DJs that like have been working for a long time who are playing like DJing for like, you know, $25-$50 an hour.
Yeah.
You know, and no, it doesn't matter like how long they've been doing it or how good they are. Like it's the institutions that aren't willing to pay for these.
Yeah.
Like there are still bars that have DJs every night that don't even have DJ equipment.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's that kind of thing where you feel like we're making you all this money for these places. We're making you like, you know, $5,000-$10,000 on like a night where you wouldn't have shit going on, and you want to pay us out like $200.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not sustainable, you know.
Yeah.
And then like it becomes the kind of thing where you feel like you have to leave Houston to like get something going for yourself, or like to, you know, level up in that way, as opposed to being able to just be celebrated where you come from, you know, for what you do.
Yeah.
You know, everybody feels this like pressure, like you have to go to New York, you have to go to LA, or like you have to, you know, go somewhere that will like be able to absorb what you're giving.
Yeah.
But now in Houston, like people in terms of when it comes to music, especially, people are very open.
Yeah.
You know, more so than here.
Yeah.
So there's different things that I like about, you know.
I agree. I guess I was thinking about it too, because like how we started the conversation is that here in Austin you have like Ham, which is like
Right.
I
There's
think
resource.
a huge reason, like even
Mhm.
for any music or queer music artists to want
Right.
to live here is because I mean health coverage itself is such a big thing.
Right.
And then you have these big companies and corporations who like I mean Pride Month in Austin really becomes like
the
I mean
coin that like you can make in a Pride Month. Like I'd never been booked so much for anything, like since coming here and having that Pride moment. The first Pride that I had here, I was, you know, I was like, it made me believe in myself because I was like, okay, like this can be like a thing that like brings me longevity and
Yeah.
like sustainability, you know, and like like fiscally, but also like it's not as fulfilling
yeah,
as a DJ, especially
Completely.
because you're kind of, you know, you're reading the crowd is one thing, but knowing that you can't play like a certain genre or
Yeah.
that you love, or like knowing that you can't like, you know, at least just play whatever you want. Like, you know, most spaces in Houston are like open format.
yeah.
You know, you're going there for the DJ and you like what they play, you know. Here it's kind of like the DJs are like following the formula. You know,
You have to play to what
right, like,
you know the audience
appease
wants
the
to hear,
crowd,
right?
and like if people aren't singing along, people can't lock in.
Yeah.
Here.
And I think that, you know, the security and the comfort that we feel during Pride Month is something that we should feel year round,
Year-round.
especially since our straight peers
Right.
get the opportunity and the
Oh,
privilege to feel
Lord.
that all the fucking time.
Right.
It's really something that we need to work on. But I agree that I think culturally, I wish Austin was just more like Houston.
Right.
Because like, you know, having more Black and Latino
Right.
queer people,
It just feels better. you
Just
know?
feels more
yeah, more like, especially when you're playing like genres like Jersey Club and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing like here it's more so like if you're going to a space that's playing like Vogue beats, it's Vogue nights. You get what I'm saying? Like also here, whenever you get to start like mingling and making friends and stuff like that, like other DJ friends, and like you start to figure out like it was a very eye-opening experience for me when I found out how much like some of the other parties are getting paid
yeah,
compared to like queer people.
Yeah.
You know, and regardless of the numbers, you know, the numbers could be the same, and like certain people have like they get theirs, you know, while other people are fighting for that 10% at the bar,
yeah,
you know, and nothing at the door. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's not how you celebrate queer people. Even if you
Right.
are bringing a queer organizer in to come and curate a night for you, and you're like, okay, well, like you can have 10% of the bar, and like, but you can't touch the door, you can't like pre-sale, you can't like do it, you know, you
Right,
can't do
there's
any
so
of the
many-
things that get you better talent or get you like, you know, access to better things that would make whatever party or whatever event that you're doing like actually worth it, you know. So it's hard in that way everywhere, I feel,
yeah,
you know.
completely. I'm glad we're having this conversation though. These
Right.
types of discussions need to be
Yeah.
on the record.
And I think that's also why we started Indulge, you know?
Yeah.
As like a bunch of queer DJs who like y'all had been here. Like I kind of like, you know, joined the group chat per se. But it was one of those things where it's like I came here with questions and y'all had answers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got so much insight, not only just about the industry here, but about like what you can actually accomplish whenever you like put your heads together. You
And
know?
Indulge is a queer collective of all Black and
Yes.
Latinx DJ artists here in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
It's me, Koi, and our friends Lavender, La Morena, Dragon Queen, and McNasty, Dante.
Yes.
So we're trying to, you know, be the change that we wish to see.
Right.
And we sort of activated in 2024, but 2025, I think, is when we're going to really get our feet
Right.
on the ground and start running. So,
Yeah, we have our radio show
okay, shared
with
frequencies.
Shared Frequencies. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
So check that out. First and third Mondays.
Yes.
12 to 2.
Yes, period.
It's going all the way till May. So whenever this airs, y'all will be able to tune in.
Period. Okay. So I brought you here specifically for
You
like,
brought me here to get me drunk. I think that's what you did.
Well, I have a question I want to ask you.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm kind of nervous.
Ask me.
I feel
You don't
scared.
have to be scared. I don't bite.
Okay, my question is, do you want to play a game?
I'm scared. You say you scared. I'm scared.
Bitch, not me being Jigsaw.
No, bye.
Okay, so not sponsored by Tio. Girl, I need to like
let's
block
cut
these.
right because Tito's Austin born. Y'all could cut a check. Anyways.
Right.
Anyway,
Holler at us. Hello.
right. We here.
Okay, so we're sipping the buzz ball.
Right.
We have this bottle of Tito's.
So basically,
I have these shot glasses.
right.
I want to play Truth or Shot.
Okay. we could do a little truth or shot.
A little bit.
A little truth or shot.
I see to come up with some questions. I have some questions. All of these are generated by Chat GPT, mind you.
Oh,
Messy
right.
as Chat GPT.
I'm dead. I don't fuck with her. She gonna expose me.
No, I'm not gonna do. How many questions did you come up with?
I have 2 questions.
2.
I didn't know I was supposed to write a damn essay, girl.
Okay, well, let's do 2 each. Let's do 3 each. I'm sure you'll.
We'll
think
do,
of something.
I can think of something.
I do not want to do this shit, so I'm prepared.
Right, you go.
As I was pouring that, I was like, I don't want to do that.
Nah, just expose yourself.
Okay.
They're listening.
Well, fuck it. Okay. Okay, who goes first? You go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Um,
Should we take a shot before we start?
we should. Okay, wait. So my first one. Oh, we
Okay,
long.
cheers, sister.
Cheers, boo.
Clink, clink. To the girls, to the gays, to the they.
To the door.
Bring it around town. I'm scared.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, what's the motherfucking question?
So I wanted to do a fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. Easy.
Okay. But there are DJ friends.
Okay. Easy.
Okay. Right. Okay. I thought of this, but I didn't. Now that I'm in front of the camera, I was like, damn, I don't want to name drop.
Name them.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
And you can either answer or you can.
I know the
or
fucking
you
rules
can-
of the
or you
game,
can-
bitch.
Or you can drink. Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure you know. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill.
Girl.
No, you go first.
Hurry
Okay. Okay.
up.
I need a second to think. I lost the names.
Oh, girl. Okay.
Was I supposed to write them down?
I mean, I did,
Oh.
but I have like quite literally 13 questions.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Where do we start? Okay.
Right.
If you could expose one promoter for being messy, who would it be and why?
One promoter for being messy.
Houston, Austin, Texas.
One promoter for
Promoter,
being messy.
producer, party.
Being messy.
I know you have an answer, girl.
I have a few answers, but I'm trying to figure out which one would be safe to say on this camera.
Say the one that needs to be exposed.
I'll just say like
Or
it's a
take a shot.
it's a venue,
Okay, what is it?
and it's a venue that does host us a lot.
Oh?
So
What is it? Or you want to take a shot?
I'm gonna just say, well, I mentioned it earlier, but there are venues that do not have DJ equipment. And I
Okay.
think y'all need to do some investing, okay? Because having DJs bring all their shit to your venue is not safe for their property.
So what's the name of the club?
Boondocks.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh.
It's a 2-for-1.
Okay.
And 6s and 7s.
Yeah.
And I hope that this inspires the owners to invest in your talent.
Period.
I doubt it will. Oh, you're not finna get me drunk today.
Okay, your turn.
This one's a little bit more personal.
Okay. You know I love games.
Right. What's the most bodies that you've got in one day?
In one day.
In one day.
Listen. No, I don't have family that's gonna watch this shit.
Right. Let's watch.
Listen, I
just
love.
drink.
No.
Okay.
In one day, meaning what? Like they.
Like 24 hours.
But like, what do you mean? Like got a body? Like.
Right. Right, bitch. What do I mean?
Well, I love a menage a
Dick and
trois.
balls. Right.
So I would say like 2, 3, maybe 4.
Okay, I'll accept that answer. Okay. I'll accept that answer.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, you ask me.
Okay, I have one. What is the shadiest thing that another DJ has said to you?
A very established DJ here.
Who?
DJ Q. This.
DJ Q.
DJ Q. This.
Q
He's a
this.
house DJ here.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah. He an old head.
Yeah.
He was like, he said something about some edit I was playing. And it was an edit, mind you. It was a club edit. He was like, I don't really like play things that people can hear on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, funny, because this edit is not on the radio.
Yeah.
So next time you try to clock that T,
make sure you are correct.
Make sure it's the radio version, baby. DJ Q. Nah, he fucks with me. He's nice.
Yeah, love DJ.
But that was a little shady.
Yeah.
I was like, you didn't. And this was like, I had just started DJing in Austin too.
Yeah.
So I was like, bitch, fuck you.
Right. Minute.
Right. It was giving bitter at the moment, but
Yeah.
I was bitter. I was the bitter one.
Okay, last round. Give me one more, and I'll give you one more.
Okay.
Wait, how many have you given me? Just one?
Just one.
Okay, give me
Two more.
Yeah.
Okay. What if there was? Ooh, I know your answer for that one.
Mm-hmm. Do
What
they
was-
know the answer?
Right. Name an establishment who was supposed to pay you, who didn't.
Higher grounds. Fuck ass higher grounds. That was messy.
That was so messy.
Okay, there was a moment for Pride fucking
Right.
season. We should have
First of
known,
all,
girl.
a straight bar hitting us up to do a Pride event, knowing they can't pay us,
Yeah.
is crazy.
They were already going to already filing for bankrupt. They kept it low key. They hired Indulge to throw fucking, and I said I wasn't going to say anything about it publicly,
And here we are.
but here we are. They're already beyond done,
Bankrupt.
I think. Right. So they were already filing for bankruptcy. They asked Indulge to do a party for Pride. Bitch, they didn't even pay the staff.
Right.
And they knew that
Nobody got paid.
They knew they could not even pay the staff. The person who booked us, who was a third party booker, even they were like, oh, we haven't gotten paid for the last 3 months. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all have us up here doing?
So why
then?
did you call my phone
Right.
during the gay season?
It was a fucking mess. So it got really messy. I had to make many calls, many emails,
and threats.
to go public about the situation.
Right.
We eventually got paid probably 5 or 6 months
6
later.
months later.
It was a fucking mess, y'all, but that was annoying.
Right.
So yeah, my answer. Oh, okay.
You know-
I have one more for you, and then you have one more for me.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, let me find a good one. I don't know. Okay, which one should I ask? I'm like, which one's the messier?
Yeah, give me a C.
Okay, I have 2 questions. You can answer whichever one.
Okay.
The first question would be, What DJ do you think is only successful for their looks? The second question would be, who is the worst person that you've shared a lineup with?
The worst, like skill wise or just like person?
Person wise.
Oh.
And why? You can always take a shot, girly.
What was the first question? Oh, a DJ who only has their
Success because of their looks.
because of their looks. Trying to get me in trouble, sister. Because a couple did. I'll take the shot.
Okay, period. Give me that shit. Go. Let me like pour it in the mic.
The worst person that I shared a lineup with, I don't even want to give them free press.
Oh,
So
clock that. See.
that's why I'm taking. That's why I'm taking the shot because I would name you,
Oh.
and you know who you are,
And when I see you, bitch, you will be dealt with.
and you better keep that
Trust.
energy.
Oh.
That one went down a little late.
That was
I had it in my mouth for
it
too
was
long.
stuck in your throat for a minute. Okay, give me one last one.
Okay. I'm gonna finish the fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Okay. Ruben.
Ruex. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Smash. Next question.
Jim.
Just Jim.
Yes.
Okay, that's easy. Mary.
And Koyo.
Koyo. Who the fuck is Koyo?
Okay, I'll change it.
Wait, that sounds. Oh, Koyo. Leslie's.
Right.
Welcome, because that's my sister's man.
So you would kill him.
Well,
You can drink.
no, I don't want to drink. I
Right.
just answered.
Oh, you said kill? Okay, that's your
Yes.
sister's man.
Because that's Leslie's man.
Okay. You ate that.
Okay, period. That was
Right,
easy.
you ate that. You ate that. And I love how, like, in the order that I
Yeah.
named him. Right.
Okay, well, period.
R.I.P. Koyo.
R.I.P. Koyo, love you down, but I
Right.
can't fuck my sister's man. That would be
Whenever I
psychotic.
first got to Austin, I was like, DJ Koyo.
I was
like,
thinking Koi.
Koi.
Oh.
We're cousins. Imagine.
Imagine. That'd be
Yeah,
cutie.
but that did gag me. I've never met anybody named Koi.
Yeah.
Like COY.
Yeah. Well,
Right. Did you have one more for me or are we done?
I think I asked you 3, yeah?
I think I asked you two.
You asked me 3, yeah. Fuck, marry, kill, and you said someone who hasn't paid me, and then you said,
It was just two.
okay, ask me another one.
Okay, I'll
if you
go
have
for
one.
another one. Okay.
Okay.
Where is is there a venue in Austin that like you wanted to play but like things just like, or that you maybe were potentially gonna play or break that like didn't end up happening, or like you didn't like end up fucking with them, or like things just went awry, or like, you know?
I don't think so. I don't think there is.
Right.
Right.
Have you ever had a
Was
Krispy
it
Kreme?
crispy?
I can name a couple.
Well, name them.
Right.
Thinking that
Cabana Club.
Oh, is that the pool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wanted to do like their markets, and we were in email communication, and
You're not even asking me a question.
They
You
just
wanted
stopped
to
emailing
bid.
me, so I'm like, Cabana Club, please.
Get Cabana Club.
Cabana Club,
Get my sister a fucking booking there.
put me next to the pool, bitch.
It's all 30
I wear a
degrees
two-piece.
outside.
You said what?
It's all 30 degrees.
30 degrees. Yeah. And it better be an ice skating rink now.
Right.
You better have remodeled.
That would be fab. We should DJ at ice rink.
Oh.
Bitch, that would be a bit sickening.
Okay, Winter Wonderland. I feel like that's kind.
That would be cut.
Oh, it's coming soon.
Yeah, okay. On the record.
Right.
Okay, well, I think that concludes this segment.
Okay.
That was beautiful. That was fun. Maybe we'll keep playing games.
Yeah, I
feel
like a
drunk,
game. I like a
honey.
game.
I love a game.
Yeah.
And I love being messy.
You play too much. That's why.
The
You
truth
play
is
too
that I
much.
fucking play too much.
Right. We should just play Paranoia
On
on camera.
not on fucking camera.
With Indulge.
Let's put a pin in that
could
one.
be kind.
But I want to thank you for being here, my sister.
Oh, thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Of course, babe.
I feel like we were just hanging out.
I know, literally. Like,
But
I
it's
tell everyone that's
recorded.
been coming here, like, girl, we're just hanging out.
Right.
But everyone at home, if you're hearing this on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts, please make sure that you subscribe to the pod, leave a comment, give it a like, share it. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what games we should play next time, honey. Give me some good questions too, because I want to like. ChatGPT did a good job, no shade, but
She did. I didn't. I had when I tell you I had questions when I was at home,
yeah.
but I didn't write them. I don't know why. I was like, I'll remember. It's because I didn't smoke weed today.
Oh,
so I
see,
was like, I'll remember.
That's it. Sometimes that'll do it.
The dementia is early on set.
Knock on wood now.
Right.
But anyways, thank y'all so much. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to have a DJ set by my sister, Koi. Love you.
Love you too, baby.
Of course, baby. See you soon. Welcome back to Baby Talk. My name is Baby Boy. Please show some love for my sister, Koi.
my bedroom, putting polish on my toes. Recently, I've been thinking about a way simpler time. Sometimes I really think it would be cool to rewind. I used to never think about Billboard, but now I started thinking again, wondering about whether I think I deserve commercial success. It's running through my mind. Sometimes I really think it would be cool to rewind.
Code to the safe. 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 Two bad bitches and we kissing in a rave. Kissing in a rave. Kissing in a rave. I need that black card in the code to the safe. Code to the safe. Code to the safe. Code to the safe. Code
That's what I want to see. Fuck it, let's go. Take you to the take you to the take you to the fuck it, let's go. Take you to the take you to the take you to